Today we are going to discuss continuation of type 1 in inverse trigonometric functions. Few more questions. See, what is this first question? If cos inverse lambda plus cos inverse mu plus cos inverse gamma is equals to 3 pi. So now here you see cos inverse lambda plus cos inverse mu plus cos inverse gamma is equals to, here is that given that 3 pi, right? You know one fundamental. What is that fundamental? We know that range of cos inverse of x. Range of cos inverse of x is that what? That will be 0 to pi. Range of cos inverse of x is 0 to pi. So now you can take that cos inverse of x value satisfy the given condition. You can take anything. So here according to this one, I will be consider this cos inverse lambda value is pi, cos inverse mu value is also pi, cos inverse gamma value is also pi, right? Now pi plus pi plus pi is equals to what? 3 pi. So here you can solve this one is cos inverse lambda is equals to pi. Cos inverse lambda is equals to pi means lambda is equals to what? Cos pi. Cos pi. This value will be equals to minus 1. Similarly, from cos inverse mu is equals to pi, you can write that mu is equals to minus 1, comma, cos inverse gamma is equals to pi. So gamma is also will be equals to minus 1. Now substitute all these values in the given expression. Lambda into mu plus mu into gamma plus gamma into lambda. If you substitute in this one, minus 1 into minus 1 plus minus 1 into minus 1 plus minus 1 into minus 1. So totally this value will be equals to plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. This is equals to 3. So I hope that everyone is clear this solution. This is one of the simple question and this is a technique. Completely it is depending on the range of the cos inverse of x. This is the shortcut method. So traditional method you will be to follow the another way. Okay, right, now we will see the one more question in the same model. That will be this one. See, all of you look at this. Here the question is sine inverse of x1 plus sine inverse of x2 plus sine inverse of xn and so on is less than or equals to minus n pi by 2. Right? All of you, once you revise that and recall that, what is that range of that sine inverse of x? Sine inverse of x will be minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Range of sine inverse of x will be minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, right? So now here sine inverse x1 is this one is greater than or equals to minus pi by 2, right? Next sine inverse x2, this value will be greater than minus pi by 2. So and so on every term. So here is that minus pi by 2 is less than or equals to sine inverse of x suffix n. So now adding all this, you will be get adding all this. So now you will be get that sine inverse of x1 plus sine inverse of x2 plus and so on plus sine inverse of x suffix n xn. This value will be always greater than or equals to how many terms are there here? N terms are there. So minus n into pi by 2. This one is we are getting from the fundamental concept. What is the fundamental? So sine inverse x value is always greater than, so this one is sine inverse of x is greater than minus pi by 2, right? So according to this one, so by adding all these terms you will be get that greater than or equals to minus n into pi by 2. But what is that given condition? But given that sine inverse x1 plus sine inverse x2 plus and so on plus sine inverse of xn. This one is the given what? Less than or equals to minus n pi by 2, right? So from the fundamental, this is that, let it be first result and this is the second result. So first and second, these two will be satisfied only for each term should be equals to minus pi by 2. That's why you can write that, you can write this value as, this one as, therefore sine inverse x1 plus sine inverse x2 plus and so on plus sine inverse xn. This value should be equals to minus n into pi by 2. So what is the meaning of this expression? By observing total how many terms are there? N terms are there. So right side minus n into pi by 2. So each term should be equals to minus pi by 2. So this one is minus pi by 2. This is also minus pi by 2 and this is also minus pi by 2. Now each term should be equals to minus pi by 2 means therefore sine inverse x1 is equals to minus pi by 2 means x1 is equals to sine of minus pi by 2. Sine of minus pi by 2. Sine of minus pi by 2 is equals to minus 1. So similarly, x2 is also minus 1, x3 is also minus 1. So x2 is equals to, x3 is equals to, x4 is equals to, and so on is equals to, xn is equals to minus 1. Right? Now you substitute all these x1, x2 and so on, xn, all these values substitute in the given result. So here given result is what? This one is the given result. Okay. So now if you substitute in this one, see all of you observe this one, x1 power is the 1, x3 power is the 3, x5 power is the 5. How many times are there? M plus 1 times, m plus 1 terms are there. So if you substitute all these values, this result will be equals to minus of m plus 1. Okay, and in denominator, see here x2, x6, x4, x6 powers will be even powers. So minus 1 will becomes in each term should be positive. So how many terms are there? M terms. So 1 will be adding that 1 m times. This answer will be equals to m. So totally your answer to this one is that what? That will be equals to minus of m plus 1 whole divided by this value is that m. So your answer will be this one. I hope that everyone is clear this problem. Say same model, one more question we will be discuss. That will be this one. All of you see this one. Here also same model. Here also you can use the same model. Sin inverse x plus sin inverse y plus sin inverse z is equals to pi. You know what is that? Range of the sin inverse x. In above problem I told you this one is that lies minus pi by 2 is less than or equals to sin inverse of x is less than or equals to pi by 2. So this is the fundamental. According to this one, sin inverse x value, you can consider the convenient value that will be which angle will be satisfy the given relation. What is that given relation? Here sin inverse of x plus sin inverse of y plus sin inverse of z is equals to pi. So here I will take that sin inverse x plus sin inverse of x plus sin inverse of y plus sin inverse of z is equals to this value is equals to pi. This is the given expression. Now in this we will take that I will consider that every value, every angle should be equals to 60 degrees. So this one will be pi by 3 and this one also pi by 3 and this one also sin inverse of z also pi by 3. Now you can check that by adding these 3, this result will be equals to RHS. So this value will be equals to pi. So from this one you can write that therefore sin inverse x is equals to pi by 3 means sin inverse of x is equals to this is a pi by 3. Sin inverse x pi by 3 means x is equals to what? Sin pi by 3. X is equals to sin pi by 3. Now y also same, z also will be the same. Sin of pi by 3 value, sin 60 value will be root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2. So y value also similarly, y is also root 3 by 2, z is also root 3 by 2. Now substitute all these values in a given expression. What is the given expression? X to the power of 4 plus y to the power of 4 plus z power 4 plus 4x square y square z square is equals to k into x square y square plus y square z square plus z square x square. Substitute all this one. Therefore LHS, first you substitute in LHS root 3 by 2. So better you do one thing. So here x value, y value, z value all will be the same. So you write it this one as, so if you write x value, y value, z value same. First you replace y and z with x. Then what will be the LHS value? 3 into x to the power of 4 plus 4 into x to the power of 6. I hope everyone is clear this one. How? Here y value is that x and z value is also x. So replacing that one. This is the LHS value. And RHS value will be k into each term should be x power 4. So x power 4 plus x power 4 plus x power 4. 3 into x to the power of 4. Right? So now here in LHS you take that x power 4 is the common. If you take x power 4 is the common, x power 4 is the common, 3 plus 4 into x square, okay, is equals to 3k into x to the power of 4. Now in this one you can cancel that x to the power of 4. Now you substitute, this one will be very easy to calculate the value. So what is that value? 3 plus 4 into x square. X square means root 3 by 2 whole square, that is that 3 by 4 is equals to, this value is that 3k. Now here 4 and 4 will be cancelled. Now that implies you can write 3 plus 3, that is the 6. So 3k is equals to 6. From this one you can write that k is equals to how much? 2. So what is the right option in the given question? Second option is the right option. So 2 is the correct answer, right? So this is the next question. Yes, same model. We will discuss the one more question. That will be this one. It is a very easy as usual that previous questions, but it is more than one answer type questions. So all of you see, this one is a very careful, right? See, cos inverse x plus cos inverse of y plus cos inverse of z is equals to pi. Now already in previous questions, how will you take that all these values? Now this one you can write that cos inverse x, cos inverse y, cos inverse z. You take one angle in its range. So here cos inverse, here that what is the range of cos inverse of x? Cos inverse x range will be 0 to pi, 0 to pi. So you know this is a fundamental. So in this range you consider that one angle which satisfy the given relation. So here I will take that cos inverse x value, I will take that 60 degrees, and y value also 60 degrees, and cos inverse z value is also 60 degrees. That will be cos inverse of z. This, all these three values I will take the 60. By substitute all these values, is it satisfy the given relation or not? 100%. Pi by 3 plus pi by 3 plus pi by 3, that is that pi. 60 plus 60 plus 60, that is equals to 180. Now okay, after this one, you know cos inverse x is equals to pi by 3 means you can write that x value, y value and z value. All these three values will be equals to cos pi by 3. You know cos 60 value how much? That is equals to 1 by 2. So I think everyone is clear up to this one. Next, what is the simple method to find this one? And one more point, you observe this: x value, y value, z value, these three are equals to 1 by 2. That is very clearly positive number, right? Now you see option 1. What is that option 1? Option A, first option. What is that first option? Option 1. Option 1 is that x square plus y square plus z square, okay, plus 2 into x into y into z. This result will be equals to 1. Now you check that LHS value by substitute all this. Is it equals to that RHS or not? See, all x value, y, z are equal. So first, for easy calculation, you replace y also with x and z also with x. Then it becomes that 3 into x square plus 2 into, this one will be x cube, 2 into x cube. So what is that x value? X value will be 1 by 2. So 3 into this is that 1 by 4 plus 2 into this value is that 1 by 2 whole cube, that is a 1 by 8. Now this one is that a 3 by 4 plus 2 will be cancelled that 4 times. So 1 by 4, that is equals to how much? 4 by 4. 4 by 4 is equals to 1. So very clearly here LHS value 1, RHS also given that 1. So first option is the correct answer, right? But and 3 more options are there. You will check that one by one all these options. See, here is that you again take the given condition. What is the given condition? So here that given condition is, what is the given condition? Second option. First you take the given condition. What is the given condition? Cos inverse of x plus cos inverse of y plus cos inverse of z is equals to pi is the given. Now you know that one formula. What is that formula? Sin inverse x plus sin cos inverse x is equals to, you know, this value is the pi by 2 for all x belongs to R. So this is a very familiar formula. So by using this one, every term cos inverse x, cos inverse y, cos inverse z, you convert into sine. Why you should be convert into the sine? Here second option is sine is 2 sine inverse x plus 2 sine inverse y plus sine inverse z is equals to in terms of cos. So here I will be convert this one as in terms of the sine inverse. So this value will be pi by 2 minus the sine inverse of x. So everyone please see very clearly. And second one also pi by 2 minus sine inverse of y. Sine inverse of y plus pi by 2 minus sine inverse of z, okay, is equals to this value is that pi. Now pi by 2 plus pi by 2 plus pi by 2, this value will be 3 pi by 2 is the this value, okay, minus of sine inverse of x. You take first minus is the common, plus sine inverse of y plus sine inverse of z is equals to this one is that pi. Now this first this sine inverse, this complete this one you write on the right side, pi you get the left hand side, then this one will becomes that 3 pi by 2 minus pi will be equals to sine inverse x plus sine inverse y, right, plus sine inverse z, sine inverse of z. You know this one will be here, this one will be 3 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 minus pi, that value will be pi by 2. So sine inverse of x plus sine inverse of y plus sine inverse of z is equals to how much this value? Pi by 2, right? Now you cross multiply this one, you can write that 2 into sine inverse of x plus sine inverse of y plus sine inverse of z is equals to this value will be equals to pi. You know from given expression, pi value you can replace with cos inverse x plus cos inverse of y. You can replace with cos inverse of x plus cos inverse of y. Therefore, you can write that this one will be equals to 2 into sine inverse of x plus sine inverse of y plus sine inverse of z is equals to this one. You can write that replace with cos inverse x plus cos inverse y plus cos inverse of z. So now you see, is this result, is it the second option or not? So you see, is it given in the, is it one of the given options or not? So your answer will be, you check this one. Here in the given options, so second option is clearly coincide with the given this result. So this is the another value. And next, you check that the fourth option. Fourth option, how you can be verified. So all of you see how you can be verify that fourth option. See here this one first you copy this one, and after that I will be discuss the fourth option. Okay, see this. See, now we will discuss that first fourth option. Fourth option is that, what is the fourth option? Fourth option is that x plus 1 by x plus y plus 1 by y plus z plus 1 by z is always greater than or equals to 6. This is the fourth option. So how can we verify this one is the correct or wrong? That means here simply you apply that one basic formula, that is that arithmetic mean greater than or equals to geometric mean. You apply this formula. See, you know, in earlier classes, a comma b are two positive real numbers. Positive real numbers. So this one is a positive real numbers. So here these two are the positive real numbers. What is the arithmetic mean of this one? A plus b by 2 is the arithmetic mean. Geometric mean is that what? Square root of a into b. Now according to this one, you can write that this is greater than or equals. Now here x is that a positive, so you can use this formula x plus 1 by x whole divided by 2 is greater than or equals to square root of x into 1 by x. Now here x and x will be the cancel. By cross multiplying, you will get that x plus 1 by x greater than or equals to 2. So this is that first result. Now similarly you can write that y plus 1 by y is also greater than or equals to 2, and this is the second one, and z plus 1 by z is also greater than or equals to 2. This is the third result. Now adding these three results, 1, 2, 3, adding these three results, now you will be get that x plus 1 by x plus y plus 1 by y plus z plus 1 by z, 1 by z. This one is always greater than or equals to 2 plus 2 plus 2, that is equals to greater than or equals to 6. Now is it satisfy that option 4 or not? So the same result is given in that option 4. So option 4 is also the correct one. Next we will check that option 3. Okay, first everyone you copy this value. See, what is that option 4? Option 4 is given as, you say, what is that option 4? Option 4 will be, sorry, option 3. Option 3 is that option 4 is the right answer. Okay, option 3, you check it is the correct or wrong. So what is that option 3? Option 3 is that x into y plus y into z plus z into x. This should be equals to x plus y plus z minus 1. This is that option 3. Now you will be check that is this satisfy or not satisfy for this one. All of you see this one. Here you know what is that LHS value. LHS of this one is that what? X into y plus y into z plus z into x. What is that x, y, z values? X, y, z values all will be equals to 1 by 2. Right? Now you substitute x value, y value, z value in this one. So here this value will be 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. So totally this value will be equals to 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4. This value will be equals to 3 by 4. This is a LHS value. Now you check that RHS value. RHS is equals to what is that given one? X plus y plus z minus 1. That value will be 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. Okay, minus 1. So this one will be equals to 3 by 2 minus 1. 3 by 2 minus 1 is nothing but 1 by 2. So very clearly LHS not equals to RHS. So what is our conclusion? Option 3 is the wrong answer. So option 3 is is the wrong answer. So here what are the right options? Option 1, option 2, option 4 are the right options. Okay. So now one more question in this concept. See, that one is this question. All of you see here, you read this question very carefully. So what is that a condition in this one? Cos inverse of x plus cos inverse y plus cos inverse z is equals to pi into secant square u, pi into secant square u plus secant v whole power 4 plus secant w whole to the power of 6, where u comma vw are the least non-negative angles such that u less than v less than w. Then what is the value of x power 2000 plus y power 2002 plus z power 2004? Here this one is the plus, this is the plus, right? Plus 36 into pi by u plus v plus z, right? So all of you look at this. It is very simple concept, but a little bit you have to concentrate while doing this problem. What is the range of the cos inverse of x? You know what is the range of cos inverse x? Cos inverse x and secant x also. Secant, you see, you observe this one. 2 points in this one are very most important. One is that range of cos inverse of x, that will be 0 to 180, that is the 0 to pi. This is a 1 point. So, and next one is you know that secant square theta. Secant square theta is always greater than or equals to 1. You know, this is these two are the fundamentals in trigonometry. Now here by using the first result, cos inverse x plus cos inverse y plus cos inverse of z, right? This one will be always less than or equals to 3 pi, less than or equals to 3 pi. This one is always less than or equals to 3 pi. And from the second result, you see secant square u plus secant v whole to the power of 4. So whatever power is that even number, plus secant w whole to the power of 6. This one is always greater than or equals to 3. Why? Because of from this one you can say that put theta is equals to u and theta is equals to v, theta is equals to w. Adding all these three, you will be get this value. But in left hand's right side, pi into this one is multiplied with the pi. So if we multiply this one with the pi into secant square u plus secant v whole to the power of 4 plus secant w whole to the power of 6. This one is greater than or equals to what? 3 pi. So now here in the question, LHS and RHS should be equal only for 3 pi. So LHS will be equals to RHS only at 3 pi. LHS is equals to RHS. LHS will be equals to RHS only when this value will be 3 pi. So When LHS is equals to RHS, these three will be equals to at 3 pi. Okay, so here you do one thing. So now LHS will be equals to RHS. These will be equals to only at 3 pi. That means LHS value from this cos inverse of x and cos inverse of y, cos inverse of z, you can take as that pi. So here you take this value, this one as now you can take that cos inverse x and cos inverse y and cos inverse of z. These three values by taking that pi. So LHS will be equals to, is this equals to 3 pi or not? So this is the value. And next RHS value. RHS value, you can take that secant square. Here you one point you understand. Here secant square u will be greater than or equals to 1. Pi into secant square u will be greater than or equals to pi. So I will be consider this one as u is equals to what is the value. That is the very important point. Now first you discuss that when we take cos inverse x value, cos inverse y, cos inverse z is the pi. What is that x value, y value, z value? X is equals to -1 and y is also will be -1 and z also will be equals to -1, right? And you say what is the value of secant square u? Secant square u means u is less than, v is less than. All of you please observe this one. In given question, u less than, v less than, that is w. So according to that condition, if you take that u value is a pi, if u value is that a pi, secant square u value will be equals to how much? That is that 1. So secant square u is the 1 and v value is equals to, this one is that 2 pi, right? In that also secant v whole to the power of 4 is 1 and w you take as that 3 pi. W you take 3 pi. So this one, by substitute all these values, RHS also will be equals to 3 pi. RHS also will be equals to 3 pi. So now according to the question, we should be find out that x to the power of 2000, x to the power of 2000 plus y to the power of 2002, y to the power of 2002 plus z power 2004 plus, and next one is the 36 into pi, 36 into pi whole divided by u plus v plus w, u plus v plus w. This value we should be find in this case. So you got it already, x value, y value, z value. You know u value, v value and w value. Substitute all this one, that is equals to -1 whole to the power of 2000 plus -1 whole to the power of 2002 plus -1 whole to the power of 2004 plus 36 into pi whole divided by, this one will be pi plus 2 pi plus 3 pi. Okay, so now you simplify this one. If you simplify this value, what is that result? This one will be equals to 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 36 into pi whole divided by pi plus 2 pi plus 3 pi, that will be 6 pi. Now pi and pi will be cancelled, 6 will goes the 6 times, that is equals to 1 plus 1 plus 1 3, 3 plus 6, 3 plus 6 is equals to 9. So your answer is that 9. This is that integer type question. So mostly these model questions will ask in the advanced paper only, even though it's a very easy concept and it's a simple question. Please all of you follow all these questions, and in the next video we will discuss that and another type of questions. Okay, right. So please, if you like this video, please share and subscribe this channel. Thank you for watching this one.